It would hurt.
Did you bring me a picture or what?
Did you? Hey, JJ, did you get moved?
No, I haven't been here to look. Don't you? Okay, so Bree's here so you can see the press.
Yes. Town Center, the dedication of the streets in units 1 and 2 of the Chamber at Town Center subdivision. We recommend approval as is. Can I get?
Recommend approval as is.
I think so.
I turned it off, sorry.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I motion to approve the resolution.
Is there a second?
A second.
All those in favor? Mayor, there are 6 in favor. Your vote, please.
Yes.
All in favor. Item number 2, we have the final plat for Crestwind at Twin Lakes, Phase 5. I'm not gonna read all of it, but we have a approve as is with conditions 1 through 4. Dr. Weiss, would you like to read the conditions 1 through 4?
Yes, condition number 1, all requirements of the city engineer relative to the final plat and as-built drawings shall be satisfied prior to signature by the city engineer on the final plat, including the submission of CAD drawings. Number 2, the sewage lift station maintenance fee based on horsepower of the pump must be paid to the city prior to providing city signatures on the final plat. Number 3, a written estimate of value of the dedications by type, parentheses, water, sewer, sewer force main, and sewer lift station, based on contractor prices shall be submitted to the city prior to providing city signatures on the final plat. Number 4, the applicant shall be required to dedicate the 0.545 acre sewage lift station lot within the boundaries of the subdivision within 6 months of the date of final plat approval by city council.
Thank you, Dr. Weiss. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed?
Is that, point of clarification, is that with the 4 conditions as read, or was that simply to approve it?
That is with the 4 conditions as read. Mayor, we have 6 approved. What's your vote, please?
Approved, yes. With conditions.
Thank you. Item number 3, this is primary plat for the Aberdeen Facility Plan Unit Development. I'm not going to read all this, but we are recommending approval based upon the conditions. And how many conditions did we end up with?
26.
20, based upon the following 26 conditions. Dr. Weiss, would you read the conditions, please?
Yes, well, the planning staff's recommendation on this was, I'm going to read it as that is, plus there were 2 additional conditions that, after discussing with the city council members, that they wanted to add. So I'll read these. Number 1, satisfy all requirements and recommendations of the city engineer anticipated to be provided under separate cover. Number 2, cover sheet, remove all references to private streets, remove proposed gates. Number 3, site notes generally are duplicative of conditions of zoning approval. These notes that duplicate conditions of zoning approval are not necessary and should be removed in favor of the actual list of conditions as provided. Number 4, cover sheet, site note 11, delete, duplicates note 8. Number 5, cover sheet, site note 10, delete, duplicates note 7. Number 6, cover sheet, site note 12, delete, duplicates note 9. Number 7, cover sheet plan, note D, regarding sidewalks, delete. This is inconsistent with regulation. Number 8, cover sheet, site note, general site note 3, delete, reference to speed limit. Number 9, cover sheet, legend map, change future right-of-way to reserve for future right-of-way. Number 10, sheet PP3, delineate or label proposed pavement width from the center line of West Jackson Road at or about lot 311. Also clarify and or correct road pavement width labels for West Jackson Road at or about lots 247 and 248. It's unclear whether this meets condition of zoning approval. Number 11, sheet PP3, East Jefferson Street, remove label 23 feet from edge of pavement to edge of pavement, change label 26 feet, face of curb to face of curb to 26 feet, back of curb to back of curb. Number 12, sheet PP3, site note 4, remove duplicated wording. 13, covenants, conditions, and restrictions for the subdivision shall require that the homeowners association be responsible for the maintenance of pavement for any on-street parking spaces. 14, increase all alley easements shown from 20 feet to 30 feet per section 613 subdivision regs and condition of zoning approval. Unless applicant requests and city council specifically authorizes a reduction to 20 feet, such a reduction is not necessarily recommended by the city planner. Number 15, this is one that I would agree to modify per the condition, per the applicant, and it would read, alleys shall connect to a street or include an International Fire Code approved turnaround at any dead end similar to that below as shown in Appendix D, Fire Apparatus Access Road. Number 16, road improvements, show all road improvements including 36 feet pavement width for that portion of East Jefferson Street outside of the roundabout. Number 17, add sidewalk pedestrian ramps and striping across all streets approaching and entering the roundabout. 18, incorporate minimum base and paving specifications as provided in Jackson County standard details for the street type proposed per Section 614 of Houston Subdivision and Land Development Ordinance, removing any language to the contrary, remove repetitive reference to pavement specifications on multiple sheets. Number 19, lot details shall incorporate street tree planting requirements of the subdivision ordinance showing typical location and if needed root barriers. Number 20, update the date of all plan drawings to April 2024. Number 21, the proposed sewage pump station shall be shown as being located on its own lot with a minimum of 30 feet of frontage on a street, also must meet condition of zoning approval with regard to size. Number 22, sheet EP7, remove that part of the note pointing to the road reservation future right-of-way to be obtained by the city. Remove similar note on sheet EP6 about future right-of-way being obtained by the city. Preliminary plat approval is subject to the following condition. The applicant, prior to final plat approval, shall be required to acquire and reserve for future public road use that portion of the road reservation shown on the preliminary plat but falling on the Swafford tract, plus the applicant shall be required to apply to the city of Houston for annexation and PUD zoning of the entire Swafford tract. If annexed and zoned by the city, the Swafford tract shall be incorporated into the preliminary plat. 23, prior to issuance of a land disturbance permit, the applicant owner shall be required to file an application to rezone 2 lots of record now owned by Shannon Cell. One is 0.15 acre connected to Penny Lane and 0.5 acre fronting on State Route 332 Pendergrass Road, but outside the current boundary of the PUD. If rezoned, these parcels shall be incorporated into the preliminary plat. Number 24, the improvements to West Jackson Road and East Jefferson Street, road widenings, construction of a roundabout and additional right-of-way dedication shall be included in the first land disturbance and development permit application and shall be constructed concurrent with the first phase of land development. And there's 2 more, 25 and 26. 25 is there shall be 2 entrances to Pod A. That means the road connections. 2 road connection entrances to Pod A. Number 26, a performance and maintenance bond to guarantee the improvement of road improvements to East Jefferson Street and West Jackson Road, including the proposed roundabout, shall be required. That's all 26 recommended conditions.
Thank you, Dr. Weiss. Council has any questions?
I do.
Thank you.
Why is 25 and 26 not listed? Why is it not?
These came from discussion among other city council members.
Oh, and
They
so,
asked for.
oh, okay. So they wasn't time enough to put them on the agenda, I guess.
No, they were developed today.
Oh, okay. All right.
Other questions?
None here.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion for approval
Are you saying a motion to approve as read?
with conditions, yes,
Okay.
with the 26 conditions.
Is there a second to make approval with the 26 conditions?
I'd like to second that motion pending these conditions.
And I just can I clarify something? When y'all are making a motion, this motion is to recommend the conditions for number 2 to be a private street.
That is correct.
Okay.
Not a public, but private. Therefore, the city has no expense on this project at all, as far as inside.
That's not what the condition says.
Which one? Was it 23?
No, number 2, Councilmember Lawson, I believe if you don't want the, streets to be public, then your motion would be to approve, the plat with all of the conditions except number 2.
Okay.
I think that's what you're intending to do.
Number 2.
Cover sheet side note 1, other sheet side notes. Removed all references to private streets. Removed proposed gates. Is that what you're saying, Jerry?
Yeah, I believe you're saying that you want that removed. You do not
That-
agree with that.
I agree that we need to do a private streets with these conditions, correct?
Yeah.
You'll want to make a motion, let me just make sure I understand
Okay.
what you're asking.
When did this
You'll want to
change?
make a motion that you agree to all the conditions except number 2. You do not,
Okay.
you do not want that condition.
Okay.
You want it replaced with a condition stating that you support a
Private street, okay?
Is that what your motion?
That is correct. So do you want me to restate it? Okay.
Restate it for the minutes.
Okay, I make a motion that I approve, of all the conditions except for number 2, for everything to be private.
Is there a second?
I second that.
All those in favor? All those against? Mayor, the vote is 4 in favor, 2 against. What is your vote?
I voted no,
Okay, so there's
not in favor.
4 for approved and 3 against. Okay? Okay, item number 4, preliminary plat for the tribute planned unit development, are known as Rockland Homes. We suggest approval as is with conditions 1 through 5. Is there a motion?
I move to approve it with conditions.
Is there a
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? All those against? Mayor, there is 6 in favor. What's your vote, please?
Let's make it 7 in favor.
Mayor Pro Tem, point of clarification. That motion is for approval with you said 5 conditions.
5 conditions. Yes.
The record, I don't think has a number 5 in it.
Was there 4?
There was 4
There's 4, but then certain council members were discussing a 5th condition, which had to do with the phasing, phase 1, where the desire was to have 1 unit, single-family detached in phase 1 for every 6 units that were townhouses. That's not in the record anywhere. That's
Thank
why
you. He's correct.
I want you to kind of maybe back up a second and say, let's have the record show that, let me see if I can state that again, what 5 would be, and then please consider.
Right.
The council wanted to add or certain members of the council wanted to add a 5th condition that said, phase 1 will be required to include 1 detached single-family home for every 6 townhouses in phase 1.
That's correct. Thank you for the correction.
So then, to make sure, then I recommend that you really...
With that addition, I do apologize, council. With that addition, we originally, in what's in your package, you had 4 conditions.
At 4, yeah.
There is a 5th, which is what Dr. Weiss just read. So let me redo is there a motion to approve or deny this?
What is the fifth condition?
I will move to approve with the
there a
five conditions to
single-family home
include the 1-to-6 ratio,
Is it-
single-family to townhouse, house.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second it.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Mayor, the vote is 6 approve and 0 against. Your vote, please.
I approve.
Thank you, Dr. Weiss.
You're welcome.
Item number 5, resolution for 2024-18, approval of the intergovernment agreement with the Downtown Development Authority. This is the 29 West Broad Street. I make a motion to approve as is.
I'd like to second that motion.
All those approved? All those against? Mayor, the vote is 6 approved, 0. What's your vote, please?
Approve.
Item number 6, resolution 2024-19, approval for intergovernment agreement with Downtown Development Authority regarding the 4162 Highway 53. Is there a motion, please?
I make a motion for approval.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Mayor, there is 6 approved. Your vote, please.
Approve.
Item number 7, resolution 2024-20, approval of the First Amendment of intergovernment agreement with the Downtown Authority regarding 69 Square, that's the next door, the Pasta Masters. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor? All those against? Mayor, there is 6 approved, 0 against. Your vote, please.
Approve.
Item number 8, resolution 2024-21, City Square road closure during Spring Festival. Is there a motion?
Make a motion for approval.
Is there a second?
Second that motion.
All those in favor? All those against? Mayor, there is 6 in favor, 0 against. Your vote, please.
Approve.
That's what all we're voting on tonight, folks. We're not gonna have an executive session, so I would like to adjourn. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion we adjourn.
Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. We have a few announcements. May 22nd at 6 PM, we will be introducing and swearing in the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. May 23rd at 6:30 PM, we have community conversation topic, and our Dr. Jerry Weiss will be here, and Miss Jen will be hosting it. So thank you all for coming tonight, and we'll see you later.
He's good. He dropped me and he's gone.
You need a ride home?
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, Jay.
Did you bring pizza, Shirley? Tina, do you have her bring pizza? Tina, is that your pizza?
That's what she brought for me.
I had to get dinner on the way. Oh, man.
All right.
I have a big heart, but. Dr. Sterling and I have